Hi and welcome to Knooking 101, my series all about nooking. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to nook the legendary, super beautiful, extra textured Edelweiss stitch. Of course, you can now start singing Edelweiss, Edelweiss. But guess what? There's actually an Edelweiss stitch and it looks absolutely amazing. And I'm super happy that I managed to transform the Edelweiss stitch from knitting to nooking, because this is just a stitch that is too good to be true and too beautiful to not share it with you. And it has two beautiful sides actually. It's fully reversible. This is the main side where you have like all these little Edelweiss flowers, and the back side is equally pretty with this sort of a waffle-like texture. I'm absolutely amazed by it, and I can't wait to make a full project with this beautiful stitch. And speaking of the beautiful Edelweiss flowers that you see here in this swatch, if you don't know how a real Edelweiss flower looks like, I can help with that. Here we go. Isn't that just a super pretty flower? I mean, the resemblance, I'm not sure if it's really there, but you can see here all these yarn strands are a little bit like the typical Edelweiss flower, and I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. Let's hold this next to each other. I mean, so pretty. So this was just to show you probably where the inspiration for this stitch came from, whoever invented it. And now it's time to show you how this beautiful stitch works. It's not that difficult, to be honest. It's a 4-row repeat, and 2 rows of them are pretty easy because they're just knit stitches. And the other 2 rounds are a little bit interesting or challenging, but of course I will do my best to show you how to make those 2 more tricky rounds easily, and then you can make yourself something awesome with this beautiful stitch. What's important to know is that for this stitch you would need an uneven number of stitches. In my swatch here think I have 31, including the 2 stitches on each side for the double knit border. You can also make the Edelweiss stitch in the round, and there you would need an even number of stitches. I won't show you how to make the Edelweiss stitch in the round in this tutorial. There are plenty of knitting tutorials where they show it, and once you know how to make the individual stitches, it's pretty easy to make actually, and then you can do it yourself. But first let's learn how to make the 4-row repeat of the Edelweiss stitch. So it's a 4-row repeat. I have a little swatch right here, and the swatch also contains a little double knit border, so I have a clean line. And the cast on I made with the half I-cord cast on, but feel free to use any cast on that you like. The fabric itself is very stretchy. It gets a bit meshy in between all the flowers, but personally I just love this. I mean, it moves, it's pretty, it's stretchy, and fully reversible. What more can you ask for? So we start with the first row, and the first row is pretty easy because it's all knit stitches in the Edelweiss stitch repeat. And to make my double knit border, I'm going to knit the first stitch, and then I take my yarn to the front and just pick up the next loop, and then I take my yarn to the back again, and now I will just make knit stitches all across. So always pick up the loop and yarn over and pull it through. And once I have 2 stitches left, I will knit the first one and take the yarn to the front and then just pick up that last loop to create this double knit border. And like that, the first row is already done. You can pull the helper yarn through and turn. And now the fun part starts. So again, for the beginning, I'm going to just knit the first stitch, take my yarn to the front and just pick up that next loop. Now, to create the typical Edelweiss pattern, this is then the row 2 of our repeat. So, to start our row 2, we are going to first purl 2 together, and then we are going to make a knit 2 together in the same stitch. I know it sounds super complicated if you are not familiar with knitting, but I will show you. And I have plenty of options to show you. So first, the yarn in the front for the purl stitch. Now I'm going to grab the next 2 stitches from the side. So I'm going to the side and just put them on the hook. If your helper yarn gets a little bit squeezed in, it's no issue at all. So now I have my 2 stitches picked up purlwise. Now I'm going to yarn under and I'm going to take this yarn through the 2 stitches like that. And what helps is if you go upwards with your hook to have like a bigger loop right here. Now we take the yarn to the back, and once we do that, it opens up the 2 stitches that we just purled together, and then we take our hook back in there in the same 2 stitches like that, and then we yarn over and knit the same 2 stitches. Are you still there? Let's make another one. We take the yarn to the front, we take the next 2 loops, and we are going to purl them together by first picking them up, then yarn under and pull the yarn through the 2 stitches, pull the hook up, take the yarn to the back so that the hole in between here opens up the 2 stitches, and right in there we are going to go in, yarn over and pull it through to knit the 2 stitches together. So always first purl 2 together and then knit 2 together. I'll show it again. Yarn to the front, pick up the next 2 loops from the side, yarn under, pull it through, pull the loop up, take the loop or take the yarn to the back to open up the stitch again, go in the stitch, yarn over and pull it through. Again, yarn to the front, pick up the next 2 loops purlwise from the side, yarn under, pull it through, pull the loop up, take the yarn to the back, open up the stitch, go back in the same 2 stitches and yarn over and knit the 2 together. And this is already the most difficult part. In the beginning, it takes a while to get used to it, but once you have that, it's actually not that tricky anymore. You just have to remember to always purl 2 first, make sure the loop is up, take the yarn to the back, and then just knit the 2 together. What you always can do, I'm not sure if you have seen it, is to hold the stitches a little bit, and also when you have the loop up here, you can always hold it a little bit, so it then is a bit easier to go in the 2 stitches back again. So we are basically working 2 stitches together, first purlwise, then knitwise, to create our beautiful pattern. And let me just finish the row. And now I have 3 loops left on my hook, and if that's the case, I'm just going to knit the third to last one, and then I'm going to knit the second to last one. Then I take my yarn to the front and just pick up that last loop for my double knit border. And here, this one stitch right here is also going to be the one that we are now, when we go back, we'll do in the beginning instead of starting with the purl 2 together, but I will come to that in a second. So this was round number 2, or row number 2, and we can then start with row number 3 of the 4-row repeat, and you will be happy when you have this row because it's an all knit row. First I'm going to make my double knit border, and then I'm going to just knit all of the loops. And 2 stitches left. The first one is a knit one, then the yarn to the front, and just pick up the loop. And now we are at row number 4, the final row of the repeat. So let's just start with the double knit border. And for this row, we are going to start with the knit stitch. So in the second row, we ended with the knit stitch, and in the fourth row, we start with the knit stitch. Then we take the yarn to the front, and after that it's the same. Purl 2 together, then knit 2 together in the same stitch. So we grab the next 2 stitches from the side, yarn under, and pull them through if it lets me. Here we go. Pull the loop up, take the yarn to the back, and knit stitch. Yarn to the front, pick the next 2 loops, purl them together, loop up, yarn to the back, and go in the 2 stitches again and knit them together. And this is basically all there is, and I'll meet you at the end. And here we go, 2 stitches left. So I'm going to make a knit stitch, yarn to the front, and just pick up my last loop and release the helper yarn. And this was it, the beautiful Edelweiss stitch. You can always drag it so that it is nice and flat. What can I say? It's just so amazing. And I'm so happy that I can now do this beautiful stitch, even though I'm not a knitter. And this is all thanks to Knooking. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you will give this beautiful, super textured Edelweiss stitch a try. You won't regret it. And I hope to see you back again very soon, next time, only at the Totally Fierce Crochet channel. And until then, happy knooking! Edelweiss, Edelweiss. It's funny that I don't even know how the song continues, but anyhow.